Hey guys, you came just in time. About to make myself a nice drink. By the way, welcome to Drunk Cooking. Your host, me, moi, Hador. No, it's not Theodore or Hodor from Game of Thrones, whatever it is. Hador. So, this is my very first video on YouTube, and my very first drink before I start cooking. What this channel consists of: cooking and drinking. Let's taste it. It's good. The dish I'm making tonight is creamy chicken. We're gonna have some Parmesan, shred it. In my case, I can't find the shredder, so I'm gonna chop it real light and throw it in the pan when the time comes. Some spinach. So as you can tell, I'm gonna have some spinach. I'm gonna have some mushrooms. About half a cup of tomatoes, 1 small onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and 1 shallot, I think it's called. Sorry, you can see my face, but yeah. So we're gonna have some heavy cream, pork belly fat, and boneless chicken, and some seasonings. I'm gonna go through step by step how I prepared and everything, all the measurements, so we go from there. So disregard what I just said about the half a cup of tomatoes. I realize that. Cut it into little pieces of chunks, so I'll show you exactly. So if you can see, about like this much, half an inch. Yeah, so you don't want them too big, you want them to be able for them to be small. And I have the bacon or the belly fat on searing and everything. So I used about half a cup of belly fat and everything. It's getting there and everything. I'm going to show you in 1 minute how to take pork belly fat. So what you want to do is that you want to cook the pork belly fat, but you want it to release all the oils. And you don't want to throw away the oils, girl. You want to make sure the oils are there, because that's the oil you're going to use to cook the chicken in and everything. But I have 2 breasts of chicken. And I'm going to cut these into quarters and everything. But 2 breasts of chicken for this recipe. It's about an inch cube, as you can see. Can you see? Okay, good. So I'm gonna have another drink. So I put the pound of chicken breast in the pork belly grease. So I'm gonna let that cook. Let that cook just so to get nice and brown and everything. So I'm gonna season it with the chicken with about about a tablespoon. No, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. A teaspoon of pepper. So for me, that's about like 2 little palm things. So easy. And then about a teaspoon of salt. Just throw it in there. I'm Puerto Rican, so we barely use these measuring things. We do eyeballs. Yes. So, and everything. Why? That cooks for 5 minutes more. I'm gonna make myself another drink. flavor vodka. Like a citrus or lemon vodka will go great with this iced tea, this sweet iced tea. And I use about 2 shots, 2 big shots of the flavor vodka. So I'm gonna tell you, really good. So we have the chicken cooking, as you can see. See it? Bitches, I know y'all can't smell it, but I can see it, right? Okay, good. So we got that. 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. So yeah, so 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. 1, 2. So 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Smells really good. And then 1 teaspoon of paprika. Yep. I'm gonna put the chicken in here so it can cool down while we finish everything else. What I love about this dish and everything, instead of you having like 700 pots when you're cooking, you just need 1 pot. Actually, in this case you need 2 because you gotta boil the noodles and everything. But that's it. So okay. So we're gonna put the chicken. So we got the chicken there, as you can see. It's really good. Like, let me taste some. It's very, very good. So now we have that off, and we're gonna start building it now. So right now we're gonna peel the garlic. So it is 2 cloves of garlic and everything. And then we don't want to mint them, we just want to cut them in like slices. Okay. So this is what I did. I put them into like little slices. You see that's a big part and that's a big part, that's a big part, don't worry about it. So you just want to get the flavor out. Okay. Since all the oil is actually was absorbed by the chicken, you want to put a little bit of oil. I usually have olive oil, but since I don't have none, you can use vegetable oil, and I'm going to use a catfall. That's it. That's about half a teaspoon of oil and everything. So then you're going to sit there and you're going to saute the onions. Then the shallot. That onion that's purple inside. You know what the hell I'm talking about. And shallot. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to cut the shallot. I think they're called shallot. There's some purple onions that look... Don't ask me, but whatever. So I'm going to put them in here so they can cook. And I have the shallots in there. And I have the oil in there. So I'm going to put that in there and I'm just going to let it. I'm going to let the shallots, the garlic, and the onions. I'm about to put onions in 1 minute and just let it sweat out and everything. And if you're wondering why I didn't do this in the beginning before I put the chicken, because I was putting the pork belly fat and I didn't want it to burn and everything. So yeah, so that's why I do it now. So you still get the right flavors and it still tastes good. Yeah. So yeah. Now we have a very small onion, very, very small. We're gonna cut that. So you just want to cut these into like a certain quarter and everything. So as you can see, I have it sweating. You have the garlic in there, the chives, and the onions. But yeah, what you doing? Cooking. Here's my boyfriend right here. Yeah. So yeah. So like I said, this is my first video, but he's right here. Hey, go over there. Where you going? Go to bed. Go over there. I'm gonna add the mushrooms. Ew. So the mushroom, we're adding about a cup of mushrooms. that's getting done. We still have the water boiling. It's getting there. Do apologize, it's not one of those 90-second boils. So I have it on high and let the water boil. As the spinach is mixing in with the mushrooms and the onions. So while I'm mixing the tomatoes and let everything incorporate, I'm gonna put another 5 minutes to let the tomatoes shrink down and incorporate. So this is 1 cup. Then we're gonna put it in there, and I just put it on the whatchamacallit. And this is half a cup. I wish you were here so I can have you smell it. Not my pie hold the sauce. So yeah, Chardonnay is the best pair for this dish because it's a creamy dish. Has garlic and has cheese and has all that stuff. So Chardonnay will be the best dish. Hold on. Will be the best drink for this dish. So if you're having a romantic night with your girl, with your guy, girl, whatever floats your boat, Chardonnay will be great. Just get away from me, dog. So we're adding half a teaspoon of red peppers. So half a teaspoon. A cup of this block of cheese, Parmesan. That alarm is telling me that the pasta is done. So the pasta is done, so that's a good thing and everything. So yeah, and then you're gonna turn the heat back on and you're gonna put it back on low and everything. So I want to show you how the sauce is looking. It's actually looking really, I don't want to tilt it that much because it's gonna be on the floor. So oh girl, look at that. There goes the pasta, and I'm gonna throw it back in the pot on a low heat. I'm gonna add the pork belly fat. That was half a cup. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add the pound of boneless chicken that I seasoned with Italian seasoned salt and pepper. I can't find a quart opener, so I'm gonna use. There you go, girl. Puerto Rican style. Stick a knife in there, slit it, turn it, and get it out. That's what it looked like. Puerto Rican style. With a knife. You want a half a cup. This right here. Where's this half a cup? You want a half a cup of the wine into your pasta mix and everything that you just cooked. The other half, drink it, and then you're gonna add. You're gonna add the cheese and the tomatoes and the onions and the shallots, whatever it's called, garlic and everything. You're gonna add that to it. Add a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon, old-fashioned way. Tablespoon of butter. And then you're gonna add a little bit more cream and everything because it's not creamy. So about a half a cup. 2 tablespoons of ricotta. Ricotta just to give it a nice creamy consistency. Like I said, you already add all that cheese in there. Penny, shut up. Go read a book. As you can tell, it's really good and everything. I want to show you a picture of it. Chicken elbow pasta with mushrooms, spinach, and paired up with whatever the hell that type of wine is. I'll put it on the description below. It has been fun. So make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much. Once again, Drunk Cooking.